Everyone, I am Amir Abu Murro. I am your English teacher in Sanabel Al Khair Schools. Today we have a new reading lesson in the sixth unit called the UFOs, Fact or Fiction. Also today we have some objectives to recognize a new vocabulary words related to space and to read the passage correctly and to know if the UFOs as a fact or not. So, my dear student, please open your student box, page 70, and follow me while I'm reading. So, let's start reading. UFOs, fact or fiction. Judging by the number of web pages devoted to UFOs, let alone magazines, associations, newsletter groups, etc., it would appear that there are many people who believe in the existence of the UFOs. By UFOs, I am referring, of course, not to unidentified flying objects, of which there are many, but to flying saucers, spacecrafts from other planets. So why it is that so many people believe in them when the vast majority of us have never seen one? One of the reasons perhaps is because of the large volume reported sightings from around the world. With so much evidence, it is hard to ignore the possibility that we are being visited by flying saucers. So, what actual proof do we have that UFOs exist? None whatsoever. So why do many people believe that they have actually seen them or that others have? Let's examine the evidence. Let's first take into consideration that lots of people claim to receive telepathic messages from Venus and know for a fact that the moon landings were shot in a film studio. So, what does the UFO stand for? It stands for unidentified flying objects. So, let's continue reading. Eyewitness sightings. Many people claim to have seen a UFO. This is not surprising. For over 30 years, I have been a keen amateur astronomer, and I have spent a great deal of time looking at the sky, both during the day and at night. I have come to know what I am looking at. I have gained a lot of experience of observing objects in the sky. I have not seen a single UFO, but I have seen plenty of things that less experienced observers would classify as a UFO. People are often surprised when you tell them that the big, bright, flickering object they saw flying near the horizon was not in fact a UFO, but Venus, a satellite or International Space Station, the ISS. A local police helicopter operating at night with a powerful searchlight is also an impressive look-alike UFO. I was fooled for a time by a 747 planes with their landing lights. Sometimes we see what we want to see. Quite obviously, the vast majority of us called UFOs can be explained away by natural phenomena, but that still leaves a small percentage that can't be explained away, and it is this small percentage that ufologists believe may be flying saucers. So, what are the things that less experienced people would see and think they are a UFOs? There are Venus, satellite, space station, a helicopter operating at night, and a 747 planes and the planet Jupiter. Let's continue reading. Photographic and video evidence. I have yet to see a convincing video clip of a UFO. I once saw a video that claimed to be a flying saucer that in reality was nothing more than an out of focus shot of Venus by a video camera through a window. I have looked at Venus through my own camera enough times to recognize it as easily and instantly as you would the back of your hand. Anyone who has tried to video or photograph a dark sky at night through a glass window from an illuminated room will know that automatic setting on the focusing goes crazy. But it is just Venus and it is not doing anything. The same goes for the planet Jupiter. If you want to watch videos of Jupiter that claimed by the UFOs, there are lots of them on the internet. As for other videos, there are generally either out of focus, shake too much, or poorly lit. It could be just about anything. No video or photograph can be accepted as proof simply because it is not proof. It could always have been faked. So, what do we need? We need something we can touch. Isn't it strange that with so much UFO activity around the globe for so long, at least 60 years, not one teeny tiny piece of hardware has ever turned up, not so much as a single rusty screw from a flying saucer gangway. Not one has landed or crashed in an area where it could be seen by more than one or two people. And please don't tell me that there is a complete UFO tucked away in Area 51, Nevada, and it has been kept as a big secret for years. Can the entire military personnel of an Air Force base be persuaded to keep their mouths shut for so many years? I don't think so. So, what kind of evidence we need to believe in the UFOs? I think we need something real. We need a real evidence or something we can touch. For me, I don't believe in the UFOs. But I want to ask you, my dear students, do you believe in UFOs and why? And also I want to ask you to search about these two words, the ufologists and illuminated. Thank you for today. Hope we meet you in another lessons, inshallah.